All right, it's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio because we just love this guy, Jeremy Ashby. Wow, how about that?
Beautiful.
Gary,
how's it going? Good to see you.
See you. Thanks for being here.
You haven't touched anything yet,
No,
right?
Kevin and I promise. We
still
still
got bites. You didn't touch it, right?
No,
Okay,
I tell you what. You have two unique restaurants, Azur. Because actually, you know what? I was thinking about that.
Say it as you are.
Because you come as you are. Whether you're dressed up in shorts, whatever, everybody's welcome. It's a beautiful place. It's restaurant and patio because you have this gorgeous patio outside.
The patio almost dwarfs the inside. It's such a patio restaurant. It doubles the capacity, but inside's very kind of chic and European and contemporary, and then outside's whatever you want.
So what are we cooking up today, Jeremy?
Well, we're going to start out with some massas or some pork shoulder. We're going to braise it with apple cider and bourbon.
Ooh.
This is such a home dish. It's like a big hug from Grandma, if you know what I mean. When you taste it, it's just, really goes straight to your bones. So a little bit of medium heat, and I'm using the garlic infused oil. Massas, a little bit of seasoned flour. What I mean by seasoned flour is salt and pepper. Nothing big there. And we're going to go into a moderately hot pan just to kind of start browning. That little sizzle is what you're looking for. Nothing more, nothing less. We're not searing. We're literally browning. So anyway, massas are in the pan. In the meantime, you want to nourish your braise. You really want to give it all kinds of love and invite all kinds of friends to its little party, right? Then right in the pan. This is just a one-pot meal.
Okay, everything in one pan.
Right. A little bit of the onion. Just kind of tuck it away. The same with the celery, kind of move it around. You can also put all these vegetables underneath the carnitas
lift
as well.
It up a little bit, let the flavors come in.
But I like this rustic look.
I do, look at this.
Yeah. There's just something to that image of just a cast iron with rustic kind of French-looking vegetables and hunks of meat that are going to get tucked away for a while.
And it even looks like this pan has seen a lot of dishes, Jeremy. I mean, this is a classic.
Yeah, I love cooking with cast iron, just like Granny did back home. We're going to add lots of apple cider, which we have here, enough to kind of cover maybe almost a third.
And that'll help that braise.
Oh, yeah.
Smell that? Oh, I do.
And then, bourbon, be careful on that part.
That's right.
It is going to flavor up a little bit.
Now it's a party, okay? Right? Yes.
Right. And a party until something catches on fire.
Or somebody brings the bourbon.
So that kind of set the tone for the party, right?
Right, it did.
Clearly.
Then you got to invite your really cool, cute friends like Garlic. She wants to come to the party and add some fun.
I love her.
Right? Blow that off. And then literally, I just like to take herbs just kind of rustically. This is just thyme, fresh thyme, and put it on top.
God, it smells so good too, Jeremy. That apple cider, the bourbon coming off there, and everything else, and now the herbs.
This, literally, you're going to go in the oven at about 300 for about 2 hours.
So low, slow.
Exactly, but you could cover this if you want to and leave it alone, forget about it, go home. Right. So anyway, an entree is never as good without something on the side. Who likes tater tots? All right.
Yeah.
You ever made them at home?
No.
Well, it's really pretty easy. I'm going to use a raw potato. That's a big one too. And shred it. But if you want, go to the grocery, get the shredded hash browns in the freezer. Save yourself some time. They're already kind of blanched. Does everybody know what that means? Kind of partially cooked a little bit.
Right.
But if you don't want to, you want to use a raw potato from scratch. Use a cheese grater on kind of a large setting, and just literally just grate the potato raw.
No peeling, just go.
All right, so that's enough to get the idea. You would want to shred the entire potato. I also like to take it and squeeze out the water.
Oh,
see what I mean? There's a lot of water in a potato, so squeeze that out.
And that'll help you get crispy, because if you leave that water in, it's just going to steam, not crisp, right?
It's like shredded mashed potatoes.
So another secret, absolutely.
We're going to add little country ham pieces, shredded cheddar cheese, just keeping it real with that, right? Scallions. And you want to bind this together. Good. I mean, it's kind of like a latke, but you would never use pork in that. So, but same principle. Crack an egg in there.
Look at that, one-handed. That was good.
One-handed, right? Yeah. all these secrets.
So, I know these are great secrets. By the way, Orida's probably going to come out with this when they see the show. I mean,
everything is negotiable, right?
Right.
So we'll mix that in, and if you notice it's kind of loose, it's kind of wet, that's not going to work. So a little bit more of that seasoned flour, just to kind of bind this together. See how easy this is? I mean, it's really not complicated.
I'm amazed.
Really, really simple. Notice I'm going to bind this together a little bit, squeeze it so it holds together right into hot oil.
That's what you want, that sizzle going. Look at that.
That's right. Nice little brown on the outside. And literally these guys, you know, since I use raw potato, are going to take 4 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
You may think they're done. They may be brown on the outside. Don't be afraid of the color. Just turn down the heat a little bit. Right?
I'm never going to buy those frozen ones again.
You know, I don't know why. These taste so much better.
Yeah, well, let me tell you why. The pork,
I think it might be
the cheese, and I know why.
Right. Wow. So anyway, those are finishing up. The berets should come out of the oven looking something like this.
Oh, wow. That's 2 or 3 hours right there.
Exactly.
Boom.
See, watch this.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh, that just falls apart.
It's crazy. And these
look
are
at
the apples, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then we'll, you know, put that right on the table with a few of these tater tots. I'll turn this off so I don't light myself on fire. Drop those right in the juice because I love how it soaks up that bourbon and the apple juice and the nice soft pork carnitas. Lots of good fresh herbs on top. And then, you know, around here we like to use these little pea shoots for things, and they're like on everything. And
it is.
Right?
Everybody's using those now. But it's great. They're really nice. They're little microgreens.
So here we go, guys.
There
pork
it is,
carnitas,
man.
Wow.
potato tarts.
Awesome, Kevin. Yeah, well, it certainly looks awesome. You know the big question, though, how does it taste?
That's right.
Somebody in the studio audience is going to have a chance to tell us just how that tastes when we come back.